we're playing DreadLore. This is part 2 of our session number 19 of the campaign, The Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
The
Red Writ.
Red Writ.
Yeah. We're doing this. It's a good game. We got Drizzle with us. We got
Hello.
Andrea with us. We got Hulker. And we got Ken. All hanging out, doing the thing. Thank you to the music, Mr. Interrupt, and all lowercase letters. Thank you to the Patreon peeps. Nostalgic, Mr. Tim Roberts, Daniel Holker, that guy. Thanks to Couchfire Media for being Couchfire Media and awesome. Yeah. Who's our sponsor? I know we can thanks to Terrible Productions, but I don't know. I think I'm going to drop those guys. Bunch of D-bags. Who's our sponsor again, Holker?
Our sponsor.
Can't forget about him.
Is the Winesburg, Ohio Vampire LARP.
Oh, yeah. Those guys. That's all we need to know. Anyway, if you're just jumping on with us, great. You're gonna see where we go with this. You can find this podcast everywhere on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, whatever it's called. All those places. You can also find us on the YouTubes at DreadLore. That's Dread, Lore. On Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, we do a Geeky Gamer podcast. We're calling it After Hours. If you want to be a guest on that, just let us know. Go to dreadlore.com. You can contact us. It'd be great. Excellent stuff. But for right now, we're going to hit up the Red Writ.
The Red Writ.
In 1982, radio drama style horror campaign where the players are getting into it. Yeah. Couple announcements first up. Next Monday, turns out it's Christmas. We will very likely be taking a break on the Christmas day. You never know. Maybe Ken and I might make an impromptu live stream, just chilling and talking. But as for campaigns, we will take the 25th off on the 1st, which is the following Monday. We will do a one-shot campaign. It'll likely be our Into Space near future post-apocalyptic campaign. So be prepared. Of course, on Thursdays, we keep on keeping on the podcast. Everybody ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
During our last conversation in the chat, Sophie Jones was long pig ? And I was like, don't Google it. It's the same as Soylent. It's the same as Soylent Green. And they said that was great content while cooking dinner meat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got a picture of the dinner meat, and it says double long pig.
Fuck.
Very, very nice. I see. So, how are you guys feeling about where you're going? You just dropped off Levi Merck at Tony's friend's quote-unquote house.
It's going great.
What's the plan now? It's raining cats and dogs outside. It's about to freeze. What are you all up to?
So Leah at this point is grabbing one of the pieces from the bag, and she's actually going to take it and use it to bust open the hermetically sealed container.
Okay, it's got a big old lock on it. Thing is made of looks like wood, but it's perfectly sealed. And it's cold too. As Leah, you're about to go to town on that. What are the rest of you doing?
Is everybody back in the cargo truck?
We can montage to where you all are there if you want.
Okay. I'm going to be like, guys, hold on. I'm getting started back up. We've got to hurry. The weather's getting bad. So we need to come up with a plan within the next 5 minutes. And then I'll start driving, circling the block
Nord and
get back
Tony?
to the street.
Nord and Tony, you're in the back with everybody. You've shut the doors, and you see Leah going to town with this big piece of this length of heavy metal on the weird crate. Just whang, whang. Leah, it's not really budging. You're taking some nicks out of the wood, but you see that underneath the wood is metal as it's going clang, clang, clang. Actions on all you guys. It's the montage at present.
Leah will sort of curse under her breath and pull out her pistol and, shoot the lock.
I'm going to give that a few seconds for you guys to react.
I
No one
put
does
my
anything?
hands over my ear and look away because I know what's coming.
Oh, Ken can't hear.
I'm driving, so I don't know if I'd see it or not. But I'm like, we've got to come up with a plan, guys.
Yeah. We'll give this an ellipsis. We'll wait on Ken to be able to hear so that Nord can have a say in this. In this moment, we're obviously dropping out of the montage into the dread as lots can happen. Leah, you're pulling out your gun from your your waistband. You pull the slide, cocking this weapon, and Nord, Tony, you see Leah pointing a gun at the lock. Tony, you're covering your ears. Nord, are you doing anything? And Nord, can you
Troubleshooting.
hear? Okay. Do what?
I'm troubleshooting. If I see Leah start to shoot something, yes, I'm going to cover my ears.
Okay.
And try to duck and cover. Just in case shrapnel.
All right. Nord and Tony, you guys duck, cover, move away, cup your hands over your ears. Simon, a very loud bam! Mariah jumps up from the seat, sitting position, onto her feet. She's standing on the seat. Her head actually hits the top of the cab. She can't quite stand up. She's a little bit too tall. She goes, boom, ah! Your ears are ringing a little bit, Simon. What do you bid to stay on the road? Because that was really loud. The weather is getting worse. Still drivable.
I'm gonna bid cop because I'm used to gunfire.
Yep.
I'm going to bam, 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 bam. What are you shooting at back there?
Leah, what'd you bid to shoot this lock?
I'm gonna bid whatever I have left, which would be combat certified.
Nice. Go ahead and throw down, Leah. And as you do so, you might want to roll a chaos die first. Be a d6.
That'd be a 4.
Okay, that is an extra success for you. Go ahead and throw down.
So that's a total of 3 successes.
With 3 successes, you shoot this thing. Roll damage. You hear Simon yelling and banging on the door or on the wall.
So that'd be a total of 6 damage.
As the lock just explodes in shrapnel. Clang, maybe even like a piece of it hits your leg and cuts your leg. Doesn't do you actually any plot armor damage, but it Shrapnel goes everywhere. Cling, cling, cling. Rattles around this place like a pinball machine. Sparks on the metal. Nord and Tony, you see this. Cling, 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 cling. Leah, as you're looking at the case, you see the lock is gone. The bullet has gone through where the lock was. Ricocheted off the metal of the box and in the hull of the box fan, putting a hole in. Water starts dripping out, but you see the bullet has actually stopped there. A vapor like steam, perhaps dry ice, is leaking out of the box. Odd, a soft blue light also in the steam coming from inside the box.
Leah is still holding the pistol.
Mhm.
Will actually use her foot to kick open the box.
As it's like trying to open a refrigerator when it's sealed and you're like, how in the hell is this? Like the refrigerator itself moves. As you kind of like have to, get in a position, you kick it a couple times. As the lid comes off, blue light pours into this boxcar. Real quick, Nord, are you able to react to this or are you still troubleshooting? Because this is a seminal moment.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Only just.
Imagine the Ghostbusters trap box. Blue light explodes from inside of the box out into illuminating the box truck's interior. Steam.
Do you think we should be doing this, Leah?
Which is
Leah?
cold. And a pulse of light. All of you can throw down a reaction roll. This will be brawn. Simon,
Uh-oh.
you and Mariah are shielded from this. However, it immediately gets very cold. The windshield frosts almost completely over to where you can almost not see.
I'm starting to turn on the heat. BB, take your sleeve and kind of do this on the window.
She's trying to pull her hair off the back wall. As you hear it, as you see the back wall is frozen like glittering ice. As she, what is going on? As she does exactly what you ask.
I got 2 successes.
Yep.
2 successes with a 10.
Oh, that means you have flair, so you recover something that's exhausted. So a trait or a proficiency. I'm sorry, a use. Yeah, a trait or a proficiency.
I also have 2 successes.
Okay. So the threshold is 4. So you all fail.
Yeah.
Oh, can we use our what's it called?
Every time you throw down, you can do all the things you can always do.
Well, I'm wearing Kevlar, which has a couple of traits to it.
Okay. Would any of it apply to cold?
Well, its flaws are stifling and bulky.
Yeah, stifling would help. That would work. It's stifling, keeps the heat in. That would help you.
So is that a D6?
How many traits does it have?
I think it has 2 flaws.
Yep. So first would be a D6, second would be a D8. So it's D8.
Oh, it is a D8. Okay. We'll take that.
Okay, I have rationale for this one, so just bear with me. All right. So I'm gonna activate Master at Arms, right?
Okay.
And the rationale for this is, training. You lots of times they'll do like extreme weather training to make sure you can be operational in crazy circumstances. So Leah's gotten used to being able to fight in cold weather, like servicing weapons and all that kind of stuff.
So Master of Arms will not apply to that because it can't be a catch-all for all combat.
All right.
It is
I-
specifically to use weapons. Now, that said, I like the idea. So, bid a trait that will apply, and you'll get a D6 for it. D6 extra die.
Can I bid Nordic? Because he is Nordic. He's from the north.
What would you be bidding it for?
I don't
Are
know.
you activating an
he's-
ability or?
I could activate an ability, Kobayashi Maru.
Good one. Yeah, so you can bid
So,
Nordic. You can bid Nordic to activate that ability.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll bid athletic.
Okay.
And
bid
that is
athletic.
another success. So that's 3 successes.
All right. So you bid athletic, knowing that weapons of a certain kind can be squirrely. So you're at 3 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. Nord, what are you at? You're at
No.
4, right?
I have 2 successes, but with Kobayashi Maru, it's upgraded. So
Yeah. How many
does that-
times?
It's 2 upgrades.
Yeah. So you get a +2.
Okay, so that's 4.
So you are at
successes.
limbo right now.
Yeah.
Now you could. Is the Kobayashi Maru the one?
No,
that,
it's the one that there's a negative.
yeah. When plans go awry, if you activated that now, you could sway
Yeah.
the limbo in your favor.
Yeah, that is correct.
That's up to you.
Um,
Tony, you are failing right now.
So I'm going to use my movement, my movement proficiency to reroll.
Okay.
I'm still failing right now.
Okay.
all right. I do have proficiency. I'll do a reroll on.
And
on
Tony,
one of
remember,
my-
you got
dice.
abilities that might apply that can give you
Movement.
potentially static bonuses
Okay.
or extra dice. You've got ninja gear that if you bid it can give you extra dice. You could also do something zany and get an chaos die.
That is 5 successes.
All right, that's a success. A clean success.
Even though I used Kobayashi, because it.
yeah, Kobayashi Maru, because it has the upgrades, it gives you a static +2.
Okay.
Unless it literally says it doesn't, and then I'm wrong about my own game.
I don't think it says anything about it. I might be using it wrong, is what.
No. If it has no exception, it means
Yeah.
upgrades
that-
give you bonuses.
Oh, okay. And it's just
Yeah.
if you hit limbo, it's
Yeah, all abilities, if you upgrade them, give you a bonus unless it says otherwise.
okay. Sounds good.
Tony? Tony. Looking for that Tony.
Yeah. I'm going to use. Hold on. I'm actually looking through the book that everyone should buy.
Reading the book, the DreadLore book.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Buy
a
it on
promotional.
different places.
There's a promotional going right now on Drive Through RPG. You can get the digital version of the book for free.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The physical
Why
version
would you-
is $60, but it is hardback and sexy and beautiful. You can get it
Why
on
would you want-
Lulu Press. Go to dreadlore.com and you can find it.
Yeah, you can find it on our Linktree/DreadLore as well.
You can technically find it on Amazon. The problem is I only get $2 when you buy it because
Oh.
Amazon sucks.
What is the
What you
price of
could
the
do
digital
is
version?
buy it on Amazon. I was just going to
What
say
is-
you could buy it on Amazon and then just join the Patreon.
Yeah. It'd
What
be
is
better
the
though if you
price
went to Lulu.
of the digital version? That if they were getting it for free, how much are they saving?
$20. It was originally $19.99.
Guys, it has an index. Okay.
Dude, it's got an index.
It's got an index.
Yeah, it has lots of
And I
terms
will-
and neat.
I will bid prayer.
Okay. And what does that give you?
I shall be as a looking glass, a watcher on the walls for them. Through these prayers shall your God give you wisdom, if they so choose or are able, about your predicament.
Interesting. You have any upgrades to it? Or is it just the prayers?
Yes, I do. I have 2.
So that gives you an extra 2 successes. So what are you at?
4.
All right, so you're at limbo. Leah, anything?
Oh no, I got shit.
You're at 3.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I could. No, I already did that. Yeah, no, I got shit.
All right.
I mean, hold on. Actually, maybe. Well, you know what? I'll use one of my movement rerolls to reroll to try and reroll the 10 to see if I do better and not worse.
I would.
Well, I mean, I did better,
That's
but
good.
also, like, you know, it went from a 4 to a 7, so that's
Oh,
it's
so
better.
close.
But it's not. We'll try one more time.
Remember, I told you guys to sage your stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna keep on, you know, re-rolling it until I run out. There we go. That's finally it. So that's a, you know, limbo success.
All right. Limbo is much better than failing on this one. Tony, you drop to your knees. Head or chin up. You find a strange feeling. You're crying, water, tears pouring out of your eyes. As your hands are together in supplication as you cry out. What do you say, Tony?
Dear Jesus, dear Jesus, please make the bullet go the other way.
Nor do you leap out of the way. You've been when plans go awry and such. How are you avoiding whatever? No, you didn't plan to go. Kobayashi Maru. How are you avoiding?
Yeah, it's Kobayashi Maru. Basically, I was kind of blindsided. I wasn't really paying attention to Leah for a few seconds and realized that was a bad idea. And
you dive in the bok choy.
I heard a gunshot, and I just like as soon as it's like I'm crawling, I'm just dropping into a ball and like trying to find like a corner of the truck with some boxes in between me and whatever weird shit is going on.
That's exactly what you do. You find that your hands, your elbows and knees are covered in blood as you crawl up and see all this chum body parts. You didn't actually notice. You've just gotten in the car or the truck so fast, you didn't notice that there's body parts in these bok choy as you're in the goop and covered in vegetables. Tony, as you're down on your knees. Man. Huh?
Bro.
I said, this is a pretty bad trip, man.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if I'm going back to those guys.
A thunderclap. Leah, you see it, the blue light die down for a moment, and then a brilliant flash as everything freezes. You have just enough time, Leah, to shield yourself with your coat, wherever your skin is, burns like it's on fire for a split second. And then there's just a numb, throbbing feeling. You feel it maybe a little bit on the nape of your neck, on the outside, like where your wrist is, maybe a little bit on your waist. As Nord, you too, you're cowering behind the bok choy as you find yourself locked against the corner. All of the bok choy and the the pieces of human parts glued to you in a frozen sheet. Tony,
Yes.
you're completely covered over in ice. No. You, having dropped down to your knees, are just behind Leah and in a corner of a box as the freeze shoots all around you. And there's like a silhouette of your prayer supplication pose. Though the fringes of your flesh are burning and now throbbing because you got limbo, right?
Yeah.
Nord, you got a clean success. You're just encased in ice. All right. Drizzle.
Like Han Solo style?
Yeah. Drizzle, will you roll me 2d12?
A 3 and an 11.
Had you failed that, you'd have taken 15 damage. Instead, at limbo, you take 8. But from all the bids, we're going to make it a quarter. So you take 4. So 4 plot armor on Leah and Tony. As you look, your skin, where it was exposed, completely dead. Totally frostbitten. It's like black. Tony, we'll say that it's like just some of your joints, you know, the rubby parts. The penitent man shall last. There's a thrumming sound in here that dies down. That blue light starts recharging from inside the box. Action's on you all. Everything is frozen.
What's going on back there?
Let's see what is in the box.
You can go over there and look at it.
I mean, that's what I'll do. Yeah.
Leah walks up and looks in the box. What are you
What's in
doing,
the
Nord?
box?
Can I move?
I mean, you're frozen. Are you going to try to break out of it?
Yeah, I'll try to get out of my cocoon of cold.
What do you bid?
Tony, I'm stuck. Let me out here.
I go
Help
over,
me out, Tony.
I go over and I take my baton out and I say, hold still.
What? I can't get out.
And I attempt to beat some cracks into that ice.
What do you bid to beat Nord out of the ice?
Jesus.
I bid I will bid burning.
Burning, okay. With the burning, fiery faith that you just evoked, roll a chaos die. We'll say, yeah, just don't roll a 1, or else you get to hit Nord and it's like his pinky.
It's a 3.
Okay. As Nord, you see Tony give it to the ice all around you, similar to how he's given it to so many criminal Canadians. Boof, boof, boof. As over the course
Entry denied. Entry denied. Oh, whoa. Sorry.
Over like 20, 30 seconds, he beats this out. Leah, you look up, she's sucked into the box, she's gone. Clearly. No, she's not.
Whoa.
You look up, she is looking in the box. The blue light pulsating slowly, getting brighter slowly, causing her skin that's already, fairish to just look ghostly. Leah, you look in the box. Go on.
What's in the box?
Nord, were you going to say something?
Yeah, is it going to happen again? What was that? What's going on over there?
Leah, you look in the box. You see something that's difficult to describe. It looks like bright blue gel packs. Think of Voyager, or think of what bacteria might be cultured in, like little saran wrap style vacuum sealed packages that have this chalky blue liquid in them, and they are luminescent. And there's several of them. Just quick count, 30, 40. They're all stacked. And they're around the central piece that, since you had bid Masad earlier on specifically this stuff, the first thought is it looks like a bomb. It has wires and like almost these little coil, like two tower, like Tesla coil looking things of copper, and a little keypad of some sort with buttons. There's some gears, and you have no clue what this thing is. Looks like a prop in a movie or a bomb of some sort.
What's the hell?
I see this. Can I bid photojournalists and to activate my chemist ability and see if? Yeah,
you go over to it and start throwing down. So you need a bid to do it, and then you need a bid to activate your ability.
Yeah. So I'll bid. I'll bid photojournalist to go over there, and apothecary to activate my chemistry ability.
Yeah.
To like understand what's about to happen, because I'm kind of scared shitless about this explosion that just happened, and for no other reason to say like maybe we need to exit the vehicle with prejudice. So Leah, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to take a snapshot of it. Should I throw it down?
Yeah. Definitely throw it down. This is going to take a little bit of time. There's got to be an order of operations. Do you take a snapshot first, or do you try to figure out what this is first?
Well, I don't think I'm going to touch it. So it's more of a broad view. It's like
you're just looking at it.
Is this thing radioactive? I'm not going to get any closer to it. As a matter of fact, I think what I would do is I'm at the back of the van as far as I'll pull my camera out. I'll use my zoom lens.
You can't see in the box.
Oh, I can't see in the box.
No, you got to go over to the box to see it.
Oh, I got to go.
Or Leah's going to have to pull out the stuff.
Yeah, Leah, I think you should leave that alone. is what I'm going to say. And I'll inch closer and say, Simon, you should pull over and look at this thing.
We're almost there.
It doesn't matter. I think Leah just set off a bomb.
What? Mariah says. The road is turning somewhat slushy, Simon. It's not super bad yet.
It's getting bad. I'm going to get us about a block away first.
Well, I'm worried that we're not going to survive another 10 seconds. So it's like stop or maybe potentially die. This thing is explosive and doomy. And it looks like it's building back up again.
Simon, you pull over.
Yep.
Just like driving in the snow, you kind of slide a little bit as you stop. off to the side of the road, you can see the marina lights up ahead about half a mile. And beyond that, the shadow of the rickety bridge, the lighthouse that is abandoned is on. So you're about half a mile away. Nord, you bid those things, but you got to actually go investigate this to know.
Yeah.
Unless you're just bidding to be like, what's the effect? You could do that too.
I don't think he wants to get too close to it. I think if anything, he's thinking this is a bomb, and when you think something's a bomb, you don't get close to it.
Well, what do you do?
So I'm going to look around the box to see if I can throw the box out. If we could pull the box out and throw it out the back.
You could open up the back doors and absolutely throw it out.
But it's just I bid those things to see if that's a dumb idea to even touch it or get close to it.
That you have no clue. What'd you get on your throwdown?
Oh, I haven't done that.
Yeah, throw yourself down.
I need
so
to
you're
get Mariah out of here.
So you're doing this off of the effect you saw and
For 3.
essentially indirect methods. So you can get
successes.
3 successes. Obviously, it's dangerous. Obviously, Leah set something off. As to what it is, you got no fucking clue. Clearly something alchemical. There is, with 3 successes, there is an elixir you have heard of.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Solstia's Drink. All you know is that it causes intense cold, but you don't know much about it. Of course, you, having bought the DreadLore core book, could look it up. That's the perk of having the book.
Certainly can.
All right.
How do you
Actions
spell
on
that
you guys.
first word?
Solstia, S-O-L. You're S-O-L. S-O-L-S-T.
Cold.
Since they didn't respond to me, I'm going to grab a Mariah and open up the passenger side door and hop out with her and try and find a
It is
building
20
close enough
degrees
that we can
colder.
hide.
It's
I've
20 degrees
got
colder than
her.
it was.
Yeah.
You're in the slush. The rain has actually turned into slurry and flurry around you. It's not too bad actually, because since it's snow now, like it's not super cold, but like by the wind and just your experience, the temperature's going to drop.
I'm just looking for somewhere nearby that's got cover to where if it does blow up, I've got Mariah behind cover.
Yeah, there's several buildings and some warehouses and stuff you could easily get behind.
Okay. That's what I'm just trying to get.
How far away do you go?
15, 20 feet.
Yep, you do. What about my mom?
I'm going to bid. I'm going to say, Tony, Leah, get out. And I'm going to bid, because we're in the back of this truck, is there food containers with plastic coverings?
I don't know if they did that in the 80s. I think it was more paper and...
No, everything was plastic and styrofoam.
Was it in 1982?
Yeah,
sure.
Everything was
styrofoam makes
plastic.
sense. Yeah.
Well, it would need to be plastic or something airtight, like a plastic. You know how lettuce these days comes in that plastic container. I'm trying to think.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to cut the air supply off of this, so I want to take this hole that Leah shot and stuff it with like some soft plastic and try. At the end of it, I'll take a lighter and I'll like seal it. I don't know.
Okay, so the lid.
I just want to reseal the bullet hole and it melts some plastic into it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The lid of this thing is open because she's looking in it. Yeah, she kicked it open.
Oh, well, I'm going to shut the lid.
You shut the lid. Yeah. You shut it. There is a little bit of a bullet hole. That's where the steam was coming from. Tony, are you exiting the vehicle as
Oh,
Nord
hell
said? Tony leaves. We'll see if Leah leaves. Nord, you shut the lid. Now what are you doing?
And I want to take a bit of plastic, or are there wine bottles in here?
Wine?
Or like
Sure.
something with a cork in it?
Yeah,
like I'm
there's
going
some
to
wine
pull
bottles.
a cork and like jam it in the bullet hole,
How
maybe?
big of a dick do I want to be? Okay,
don't
so
know.
you got to have a wine key.
Oh, I don't have, what if I like, oh shit, I need a way. Leah, do you know a way to seal up this bullet hole? You can't have any air contacting this stuff. It's explosively cold. I think it's pretty inert as long as it's in a relatively airtight scenario.
Oh, cold will just come out the hole. So what difference does it make?
Yeah, but air comes through the hole. So we gotta cut the air supply off to this stuff.
I mean, I don't know. Stick a potato in there.
Yeah. Well, we'll stick a potato in there.
Potatoes in here. You try to shove a potato in the hole?
Yeah, let's shove a potato in the hole.
I have a feeling that's actually hard. How do you do it, and what do you bid?
I don't know. I'm gonna find a potato. I'm gonna
There's plenty.
stomp on it,
You
or
do.
I'm gonna throw it up against the side so it'll
do
like
pang.
split apart,
Yep.
and then just start shoving pieces of potato in there and see if that does anything.
What do you bid?
That's like my
Shove a
chemist
potato
ability
in.
still.
No. I mean, this is something completely different.
I'm gonna bid adaptable.
That works. As Leah, you see Nord trying to poke shards of this raw potato in the hole. And he does a pretty good job. He takes like, a piece of wood. He's like, boom, 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 boom. You stand up, Nord, kind of sweating a little bit. There's a potato stuck in this bullet hole.
I don't think this is gonna last forever.
Yeah, probably not. But it'll work for now. Fine.
Tony, you're outside. It is cold. It's like 40
All right.
degrees outside.
Tony, tell him to come back. I think we're safe enough for now, but I think there's a bomb back here. Is there any light changing? Is the light?
Just the light in the box truck that's already
Yeah,
there.
but I mean, does the case look like anything smoking out of it,
Nope.
or like any? Is
all
it
of the
seems
blue
to
light,
be-
all the blue light was sealed with the lid on and the potato hole stuffing.
That's it. That's all I got,
Action's
guys.
on you guys.
I think we can go.
So
No,
we're
Not
gonna
a false
drive.
alarm.
Yeah, Nord,
I'm
you
gonna
noticed
drive
that.
with a
Go on.
bomb in the truck.
Leah, I think you should leave the lockpicking to your daughter.
Speaking of Leah, you noticed that neither Mariah nor Simon are in the truck.
Leah will go outside and call for them.
The wind is starting to pick up, 40 degrees. There's a good 4 inches of slush on the road. Standing water is frozen. The sky is dark, and then you have the light pollution revealing the stratus clouds. Thunder rolling. You happen to look off and see all around in every direction lightning, even within these snow clouds. As the ground rumbles. Simon, you hear this. Mariah looks up at you. She's got snow in her hair and such.
I'm opening my coat and I'll pick her up and so I'm blocking her with the coat. And I'm trying to make my way back to the truck
You do.
as best I can and get in.
It's hard to do, but you get there.
And I get in, and before getting into the driver's seat, I'm literally going to go up and I'm not going to put because it's frozen, but I'm going to look through the hole and be like, what is going on back here?
Oh, you know,
You're
just more
muted, sir.
supernatural stuff.
Leah, you're not muted. Nord is muted.
Some OSHA approved lock picking.
Hey,
What were you saying, Leah?
oh,
Just, you know, more supernatural shit again.
There's nothing supernatural about a mashed potato in a bullet hole.
okay. This is getting bad. So my suggestion is that we go to the marina and try and see if that boat is still there. I don't know if that's what they're using to transport people to Bell Island or not, because there were probably too many people for that one boat to handle. But that's the only way I know of across.
Sure.
And
Well,
There's
I
a
think we
box.
hit it.
There's a box on this truck, and no one has really told me that it's not a bomb.
Tony, it's not a bomb, but you know that I do have a wild, crazy idea of how we can cross, and I don't think anybody's gonna like it. But I think what we could do is we could take
We're
this
not taking
box
that
and
bridge.
empty it into the river, and like it'll freeze the river, and then we could just drive the truck across.
Leah will actually stand there with her mouth open for a second. Fuck, that's actually a really good idea.
well, if you're wanting to do that, why not just take it and throw it into that lake where you guys thought that something was coming out of?
Well, that's a good idea too, but like, I'm not sure. We had a pretty violent reaction the last time. I guess, yeah, we could try that too, but I don't think we could use it twice. I think this is a single use
No, I'm saying that
freezer bomb.
if we put it in, if we try to get the boat across
Sure.
and take it with us, and then we can just throw it into that pond and let it freeze it up.
I mean, that sounds cool too.
I mean, it seems pretty hardy. It took a gunshot.
Yeah, but it's got a bullet hole in it now. So I'm sure it's fine.
The ground
We're fine.
rumbles enough to where it's like a Kentucky earthquake, where it's like a you feel the box truck actually move, like the back end of it off to the side a little bit as the road is angled, you know, towards the ditch. And as you're looking out, or you guys are in the box truck itself, the doors being closed, you don't really see this because there's no windows. But somehow it gets darker. Simon, and anyone who's looking out towards Simon, you can see the warehouses, the lights turn off. The only lights that you see out ahead, because you're looking directly at where Bell Island would be, it's in darkness right now. You see the lighthouse still on and the marina still on. Simon, you happen to maybe look around at the rearview mirror or whatever. Mariah actually points it out. She goes, "Simon, Mom, there's no lights." And she's pointing towards Detroit.
I wonder what the hell caused that.
I think we better get going, and I'll turn around and I'm going to now drive directly to the marina unless there's cars actively going into it.
No, there aren't. As you go on.
Then I'm driving directly to the marina the same way we went in before.
On the right is where the lighthouse is. It's not right off the road. You have to like go. It's basically a cul-de-sac, and then there's a dock, and then the bridge down a hill. To the left is where the marina is. So you all go off to the left on the cul-de-sac, and you get into the marina part. If you go off to the right, and then down this path along the river, that's where the lighthouse is. It's all within about a football field of each other.
So the lighthouse is on our side, not on Bell Island.
Correct.
Okay.
It's an abandoned lighthouse that was just kind of there. As you pull around, you can see where Detroit is. You can just barely see the skyline against this snowy backdrop. Here and there, it looks like there's light, but it's a certain kind of orange light burning against the fog and the clouds. Otherwise, the city is off. If someone wants to bid or throw down, you can notice something. Although you have to like look.
So Leah will actually be working to assemble the machine gun she found in the duffel bag.
Okay.
Or whatever. Yeah.
What do you bid to do it and throw down? Is anyone going to bid or throw down to notice something?
I'm going to bid observant.
You notice there are a couple other lights. They're nestled in the trees a few miles away. As you realize, Grosse Point, specifically atop Bald Hill, there are lights. And you're not 100%, but you could guess the Butte's house still has some power.
I bid seasoned, and as for the throw down, that's a total of 2 successes.
As bidding seasoned, Leah, you start assembling this machine gun.
Can it specifically be a Deuce?
I think so.
Why not? You said it's an replacement gun.
Well, because you know guns better than I do. And I don't know what that is.
A Deuce it's the Browning machine gun. It's like a, I don't know, it was like a fairly typical I mean, it's got like a reputation, but it was a fairly ubiquitous machine gun, basically from like World War I up till now.
Yeah, let me look, because I actually have it written down what it is.
Gotcha.
So it is an M2. Oh, it's an M2
okay.
Browning. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is an M2 Browning. Yep. That is exactly what it is. I didn't know the M stood for mongoose or whatever.
No, Deuce is just a slang term for it. M2, Deuce.
Deuce. Yeah. So that is exactly what it is.
Okay, sweet. That's that's funny, but makes sense.
The rest of you doing?
Tony,
I'm gonna try and.
Do you you watch the border? Do you think we can make it to the island in that boat, in the weather that's going on now?
I've never seen anyone do it. And most of the time I'm watching a bridge. I'm watching people drive up.
Tony, if you want, you can bid or throw down.
I will throw down.
Simon, you notice clock reads 12:30.
Two successes.
Tony, you'd have to see the water. You know the water's not frozen. In shallow places, it'll be frozen, but I mean, it's going to have to get really cold to freeze the lake. And over sustained time. The thing is, the weather on that lake, like the wind, will actually cause big waves. So you don't want to be like in the lake itself. Crosswinds on the river, it's dangerous, but a powered boat could do it.
You know, I've seen some people make it on a boat with an engine. You know, it's still dangerous.
You guys crossing the last time you crossed would have been like 5 times as dangerous. Like you crossed in a hurricane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in the short amount of time it's going to take you to cross, it's dangerous. You don't want to fall in, but the boat should make it. It should be fine.
Yeah, so we can probably do it.
Unless there's a problem, and then you could be in trouble. Nord, what were you saying?
You're muted.
You're muted.
He's still muted.
I was gonna try, and my mute button is different than the mute button that it usually is. So like, yep.
Yeah.
Nord is looking at this refrigerator box, thinking, how are we gonna transport this without it, killing us? And so he's kind of working out maybe a plan or a strategy to move this box to Battle Island somehow. So I'm gonna probably need to bid something, is my guess.
Okay. And you're just trying to figure out how to move it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I want it to be relatively easy to, like, maybe fabricate some wheels and
So there's a difference between figuring out a strategy and implementing the strategy.
yeah. Well,
Are you?
And also knowing what you have at your disposal.
sure.
So you're going to have to figure that out.
I'm going to use my flaw, which is OCD, to kind of tune everything out.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, I mean,
you're trying to do?
I'm probably mumbling, like, how do we move this like cold refrigerator to the thing? And
Aren't there ratchet straps back there?
yeah, there's
Can't
straps,
you
but
strap it tight.
I don't know
it
how
closed.
heavy it is. I mean, it's like camping. You can't just, carry this. I mean, maybe here, Leah, help me lift this. See if we can lift it. Tony?
Yeah, Leah will go over and help him lift it. Or
As you
attempt to.
start to try to lift the box,
Is
So-
it attached?
this is going to be a fate roll. This box is made of a special alchemical material. So, who's fortune, who's false fortune?
I am false fortune.
All right, who's fortune?
Probably fortune.
All right, so if it's fortune, it is made out of temper steel, which is an alchemical steel that can withstand incredible cold. If it's false fortune, it's made out of valorum, which is very, very expensive, but very heavy. Roll! You are muted.
Me?
What'd you get?
83.
Oh, 83.
That's not false fortune.
43.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
As you're like, gonna drop any more?
I will use a violence proficiency to reroll.
Okay. So both of you re-roll it.
Violence.
Are you using your rubber dice again?
No, I'm using actually the really small dice.
Okay, so 22.
15.
What the fuck? We're gonna use my last proficiency. We're gonna reroll it again.
Wow.
All right, I'm switching my dice up. I'm using the nice ones.
Okay. 100.
You ready?
Do it.
Here we go.
What y'all get?
87. 87.
27.
Motherfucker.
God, stop punching. Oh.
Who else?
right.
Who else has things? Who else has things?
Okay, I will drop an expression. That's about all I can do.
All right. This sucks. Get it, because expression. Go on. That was funny. Come on.
You're funny.
Not funny. You're muted.
No, I'm just cursing to myself.
Oh, you're cursing to yourself.
64.
68.
No, just barely. There you go.
As Nord, you realize there's like a little bolt that's keeping it, so it doesn't. And you're like,
Yes.
oh my god! As you, loosen the bolt with your hands, and it just comes right up. It's still heavy, but it's not. With 3 people, with 2 people, it's easy to carry.
Well, I'd still like to make it easy to carry with duress, because we're going to carry it on a boat, and we're going to carry it on a path. We're going to carry it to this weird place we've been to before.
That'll be fun.
Rough terrain. So I'm going to fabricate with the ropes and ratchet straps that we have available, something where 2 people can carry it without it being too cumbersome for either one of them.
Sure. Go ahead and what do you bid for this?
I'm gonna bid. I guess I'll bid my. It worked in the past.
Yep. As you bid it, worked in the past. You're like, I've done something like this before.
We were crossing the Egypt desert, and
as Tony and Leah, you see Nord get to work with these ratchet straps and some bits and pieces as he essentially makes a little palanquin for this box, and it has 2 little levers or 2 little handholds on either side that people could pick it up with.
Leah looks at it and just says, "What? Are we transporting the Ark of the Covenants now?"
It kind of looks like the Ark, and you know what? Your character's from Israel. You'll get a pip for that.
Okay.
I don't want to battle whatever we ran into when we were looking at that lake before. I feel like if we can freeze it instead of fight it, that's the answer. Good job, Simon. Great idea. I mean, I was just gonna throw it in the water and see what happened, but yeah, I think your more deliberate approach is definitely smart.
All right, you ready for this grand adventure?
Yeah, I
in
think
the
we should
snow.
check to see if the boat has gas.
Standing in the snow, Mariah, hair in the wind, and flurries. She cocks the pistol. Let's go.
I pull past
Mariah.
the door.
Mariah, I'm not sure we should. I'm not sure we should hand you to them on a silver platter.
She's like 10, 15 feet away, in the road. It's like a school day road, like there's no, the snow's come down. There's no tracks. People haven't come through here. She's standing out there and she kind of like lowers the pistol. She's like, oh, come on.
You're literally exactly what they want. Why would we take you to them?
She
Where are we
huffs
going
and
to
puffs.
leave her?
Who's gonna stay with her? I mean, I think we burned the bridge with Eunice, and we're pretty far away. I mean, she's with us. She's with us now. Clearly, the safest place she's always been is right by our side. And she's not afraid.
The only thing we can do at this point is leave her in the truck or leave her in the boat. But we need to get across this river before it gets any worse.
Yeah. Fuck it. All right, so let's go then.
And she says, yeah, and turns and starts marching Vanguard style towards the marina. She gets about 15 feet, turns around, and she says, my feet are killing me because there's about 6 inches of slushy snow that you guys are wading through as you're about a block away from the marina.
Oh no, I was going all the way to the marina.
Are you going all the way?
unless
She turns
there's-
around and gets in the truck.
Unless there's any cars or anything coming in and out, I'm going
Nope.
straight. I'm just gonna pull like right past the door that
As
we
you
went through
guys-
last time.
As you guys get up to the marina, you can take a right and go down the not the coast. What is it called? The edge of the river, the bank, where the lighthouse is. Of course, no one's ever going to go there. You can go straight ahead over the hill where the Chambly Bridge is that Leah and Nord jujitsu'd across, and you can go to the left to the marina. There's a slight hill here, and you're on top of it. You look off to the left, Simon driving the big truck wheel, steering wheel, kind of stop. As you see, the marina lights are on. All of them. Still, it looks like it's been hit with a tidal wave. You know, it's all murky and dirty and dusty and such. You see some silhouettes moving inside, a few. There are several cars here. They're all parked like people parking at a party, or like they came here very quickly. Some of the cars you recognize. Very, very expensive cars, which you can bid or throw down to recognize where they are, where they come from. And you also see, having been observant earlier, a couple boats. One out in the water, crossing, and you, as in towards Bell Island, and another one at Bell Island. You can just see it. There's Bell Island, and then there's that little island in front of it, where the little port was that you guys used. You see there's a boat there, and people are getting off. There's some like tiki torches.
Oh, as I start to slow down, I'll go back to the thing. There are people here at the marina, so they are using these boats to transfer back and forth. If we go through this way, we're gonna have to sneak in. I don't know if we can take that case with us or not. I don't know of any other way to the island. Do you, any of you guys?
Or there's the bridge.
That
Mariah says,
I can't. I don't think I could take that bridge, especially in this weather.
Yeah, it was a scary walk before. What about, I mean, Leah kind of nailed it. This thing looks like the Ark of the Covenant. I'm pretty good at bullshitting. Just saying. And all we need some robes.
How about we just have Leah go down there and shoot all of them?
Well, I feel like that's not really helpful. We don't want to kill people just for the sake of killing people. These people, I don't think these people are evil. I think they're brainwashed. It's like a cult.
Yeah, those don't end well either. We can try and sneak in. We know where the room is, where the costumes are in there.
Yeah, we
can
got
try
some
and sneak in
costumes.
and get them.
Yeah, we could grab those costumes. We bring this Ark of the Covenant. I mean, I don't know if we're still invited or not after what we pulled back at the bar, but I'm sure Lady Callie wants to see us at this point, no matter what.
Well, we know that there are people in the building, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the boat's out on the water?
No, it's not on the water. It's in the building technically, because the building is built around a waterway. We would still have to go through the building to get to the boat, unless there is another entrance over closer to the boat. The only other way would be through the water, and the water's too cold to try and do that now.
Well, they're transporting the boats back and forth, yes. Probably.
There's more than just the one that was here before.
Well, why don't we wait a second outside and hijack one of the boats as it's leaving?
We can't get to it. Like, the waterway The building is around the waterway. So it's sitting on the water and comes out of the building straight through the river. There is no, there's no bank or anything that we can jump onto from the building. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm
I
trying
think
to.
we-
Yeah.
I think we go in plain sight. I think we, nobody's tried to stop us really before. The most trouble we ran into is that one bouncer and some, the Blue Hand group. Too bad we can't just throw up a Batman flare and get them to, say, "Oh, we're here," because I think they'd be helpful. But
Leah will actually at this point go, wait, hold on a second, and turn away from the marina, but cup her hands and yell out, 2 by 2 hands of blue.
As you yell this defiantly into the snowstorm, you hear the thrumming of the box truck engine and a rumble in the clouds. There's an odd, distant sound, like white noise, Leah. It's hard to it's hard to pinpoint what it is. Was it always there? Kind of like when there's a mosquito in your room and you hear it, but you wonder, are you actually hearing it or not? As you might find yourself sitting there or standing there in the cold, trying to put your head in such a position where the wind isn't causing too much noise. You're pretty sure it's like a white noise coming from the city. It's a sound. It's reminiscent of something, but it's hard to put your finger on it.
Interesting. Well, we're the shots anyway. And Leah will turn back to the box. It's like, all right, I guess.
It's like
front
hot potato
door it
with
is
plot.
then.
Plot.
Well, I mean, there's nothing Leah can do about that.
Slam dunk.
Yeah, there's not anything Leah can do about any of that information other than just go, well, that's that.
You
know what I
definitely
mean?
shouldn't tell anyone about it.
Oh. Fine. Well, that was interesting. Do you guys hear that?
hear what? I'm not good at hearing. What is that? What'd you
Probably
say?
tinnitus from when I shot someone in a closed room.
Yeah, I got some tinnitus from something.
Yeah, maybe it's just tinnitus for me too. I don't know. I don't know. When I said that, I heard something weird, kind of.
What do you hear? Mariah says.
I don't know. It sounds like white noise.
Like a TV?
Yeah, something like that.
Do you guys want to bid Mariah in her childlike ears?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mariah to the rescue. NPCs go, Team Venture.
As Mariah listens, shh. Stop breathing so loud, Tony.
Unda Kinda.
You just keep on mouth breathing. She's listening. I don't really hear anything. Like, what do you mean white noise? It's like a television? I don't hear a television.
Hold on. How about you say it?
What?
2 by 2 hands of blue.
2 by 2 hands of blue. What about it?
Anything? And anything?
I mean, it's
You
kind of a
get
cool
anything that-
rhyme.
They're not
Oh, wait,
magical,
no.
these guys.
What is that? No, it sounds like the mall. As she scrunches up her face.
I say, hold on.
Don't talk about no Latin, buddy. no praying, no Latin.
It sounds like the mall after like Thanksgiving. It sounds like a lot of people shouting. And she kind of looks off towards the city. Yeah, it's a lot of people shouting.
I say, Guinness, Manibus, K. William. Two
Now
by
we
two
start
hands of
shouting.
blue.
Oh, nice. You got a pip for that. Just because you looked it up, it's cool.
I figure it's a priest.
Yeah,
So I
you
don't
know.
know.
As Mariah tells you what she hears.
So what do you think it is, Mariah?
It sounds like a whole lot of people shouting, like after Thanksgiving. Like, you know, when we went to the store that one time?
Didn't they say that the unwilling would awaken from 12 to 6?
What is that myth spooky?
Oh yeah, something about maybe this is the bad time.
Well, there could be more people coming after us.
Yeah, well, we should go sooner rather than later. I think we make some haste. Whatever
Arena
we can
go.
You
do
guys
to
are.
get on a boat. I think we just go and steal a boat.
Mariah
Like-
is. Go on.
I think we go steal a boat, and we got a detective who's pretty good with the club. We've got some kind of agent soldier, Leah as a kind of a badass, and then Tony. Well, we got Tony too, and myself. We can take a boat. I mean, we've fought some supernatural crazy shit. I think we just take it, like a bully would take somebody's ice cream pop.
But I thought you were saying not to go in guns a-blazing.
Well, we're not going to go in. I mean, we're at the point. This is it. It's Mariah hears the hordes are coming. Let's get there. Let's hit it.
Mariah is out in the snow, a little bit behind the truck. Leah, you're like 5 feet from her. You guys are at the top of this bluff where the truck is, and the cul-de-sac goes down a slow grade until the cul-de-sac ends, and this is where Leah and Nord, you guys popped over, went down the hill, and got to the shambling walkway. Nord, at the very beginning, just a few days ago, your van was parked not too far from here. Tony, you see the boat, one of the boats, slowly, sluggishly going across the river towards Bell Island, confirming your suspicion that a boat can make it if it's powered. Simon, you might put the truck in park. It's still running. Put on the emergency brake, and you've popped out, and we'll say that you've walked up to near to Leah and Mariah. You can be anywhere you want. Nord and Tony, where are you? Where are you guys?
I'm probably just putting up the finishing touches, and maybe I'll have Tony help me pull this ice chest out of the truck.
Tony, gonna help him do that?
Have we arrived?
Yeah, I'll assist him.
Hold on a second. If we're going to go in guns a-blazing, why don't I just back this truck into the building?
Okay.
As Simon, we'll say that you've come around to the back. Doors are open. You see Tony's ass as he's like trying to pick up, this end of the box, and Nord is putting the finishing touches on as he's about to pick it up. Behind you, Mariah and Leah, and then Mariah. As you guys are, actions on you to talk right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Simon? You got an idea? I mean, I'm all in. You tell me
If
what
we're
to
going,
do.
if we're going guns a-blazing, might as well drive this truck right into the building. The lobby, if I remember correctly, was pretty big before we got over to the part where the boat slough was. So we can almost drive it right in, cause a ruckus, hop out, run over, grab a boat, and take it off. if you see anybody with like a walkie-talkie or something, we need to take them out. Whether we knock them out so they can't walkie across, or if you want, you can kill them. I know I'm gonna try to take them out without killing them.
I think taking people out. I think speed is the answer. I think instead of like focusing on taking anybody out, sure if somebody comes after you, yeah, but like I think we just sweep in, just go.
What were you saying? What were you gonna say?
Is the marine at the bottom of a hill?
No, it's the cul-de-sac has a slight grade. The marina is off to the left, kind of on that grade. And then of course, where the water is, it goes into the water, then out into the river. There's a gate that separates the main river to where the water inlet is that the marina is built around, like a Pac-Man eating the little inlet.
Leah will look over to Simon and say, Simon, how confident are you at doing a bailout of the truck?
Well, this will be the quickest way to get the container and stuff down there. If we just run into the middle of the building.
It's about 150 feet away from you right now.
What if we just take, like me, Simon, and Tony, me, Nord, and Tony, I'll just take the container anyway, get close to the building without being noticed, and then you straight up ram the truck into the side of the building.
That's fine too.
Nord sitting there just nodding, yes, yes.
I just figured it'd be quicker. It'd be quicker to get the container down there if we all rode in the truck, slammed it into the middle, and then hopped out from there.
I don't think you're wrong in the way, but I feel like the diversion is more effective overall. Then we can attack from two places at once.
Okay, so you want me to hit the other side, and you guys go in one side. Okay, that makes sense.
I think they're just a bunch of rich folks going to a party that they don't really know what's going on. They don't have heavy weapons necessarily.
But,
yeah, some of them do, but
Leah looks over at the Maudus in the back of the truck. I think you're being a little too charitable there.
Well, this isn't everybody. This is like everybody in the club. They were mobbing me with fists.
This box truck was being taken to the literal cooks, my friend.
Sure.
I think
we took care of them. You clearly you took care of them without issue. So I think we just go for it.
Anyway, let's. I think hitting them from two places at once is the best option.
Okay.
Try to take out people with. If you see someone with a walkie-talkie, take them down so they can't walkie to people on the island.
Ooh, walkies.
Yes. That way they don't know we're coming.
So what you're saying is you want them to walkie no longer talkie.
Oh.
Yes.
Sure, you'll get a pip. So,
Yay.
What is the current plan?
I think Tony and Leah and I were gonna walk in quiet, and then Tony's gonna rush in. Yeah, with the case.
So you're gonna walk in quiet in the front door.
Yeah, right in the front.
And then Simon is going to drive the box truck through the front door?
No, through a different,
Yeah. Or maybe we go through the side and he goes through the front middle door.
So he's going through So there's one main entrance, right?
Yeah.
And there's a few doors, but you're all kind of going to the same spot, right? Now, Simon can...
No.
Okay, then what?
We're going in one of the side doors, and he's going to go in through the main door.
He's going through the main entrance, and then you guys are hoping to find a side door, maybe down closer to the river or up river, or away from the river. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys taking the box with you?
Yes.
Okay. Where's Mariah? Where's Mariah gonna be in all this?
Right. I think Mariah should be with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. She shouldn't be crashing through the door.
So Mariah,
I think
Remember, there's all those cars in the front as well, Simon. So you're going to have to do a little bit of driving evasively to, skirt around it. You can do it, but you're going to have to get through them. Okay.
I think Simon should bail out of the truck before he even gets to the door. Jump out like last second style. Put the brick down on the go button and just like shoot for it, man. Or whatever. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this stuff.
As Simon, you walk around the front, get into the driver's seat. Mariah's in the cab with you. What are we doing?
I'm about to do something extremely stupid. You're gonna go with your mother
I have to
be
walk?
safer. Yeah, because I'm going to be extremely stupid. And if for some reason I get hurt, just know that
Wait, what do you mean you're going to get hurt?
if I get hurt, just remember how to pick locks. And I'll
She just
teach you how to.
frowns at you. What do you mean you're going to get hurt? What?
Well, hopefully I won't, but watch and see.
What do you bid to make her leave? Because she's not gonna. She's like, whatever, Simon. I'm going to be here with you. And I can jump out of a truck.
I'm gonna be guarded. So it's me trying to. It's the whole, no, go away. You're an ugly dog. Go away, dog. Push, go. Type thing.
I'm not a dog. As she gets out of the truck,
that's-
she says, you're going to be in a lot of trouble if you get hurt. And walks around to the back. Leah, you're out front. You've walked maybe towards the marina, 20 some odd feet off to the left. Are you gonna go to are you gonna try to find a side door closer to the river or away from the river?
Yeah, probably close to the river.
Okay, because it's basically the marina is a big rectangle, a big long rectangle, and the short end is butted up against the river. So the long end goes the length away from the river. Does that make sense?
So
Yeah.
It's perpendicular to the river, basically.
would the short end be where the slough is?
Yes. That's
Okay.
where the gate is.
Yeah.
And then the inlet, and that's where the slough is. Remember,
Okay.
there was a gate that led to the open
Yes.
water. All right. So, Lee, as you cross in front of the van and start heading down the cul-de-sac, kind of the center of it towards the front of the marina, Mariah is in between you and the van. Nord and Tony, you're picking up this box. Nord, you're in the back. Tony, you're getting out of the van. Thunder. The ground shakes again. Leah, you being out front, see one of the boats on a swell, still going, getting to Bell Island. But there's like a swell of water you literally see as it comes up onto the bank, way down below. Nord, Tony picks up this crate easily. You don't even have to bid for it. Angling out of this van. And Nord, you pick up your side. It won't budge.
Not at all. Is it because I'm not very strong?
What do you do?
Can I look around to see if there's another bolt or something keeping it
Yeah.
to the ground?
What do you bid?
Or like some ice?
Or throw down.
I will bid forensics to kind of research.
As you
What's
look
up?
around, lifting up on this thing, it kind of lifts up. Tony, maybe you're back there. You see Nord is struggling with something. It's lifting up, but then pulling down. As with forensics, you look around.
What's
Don't see
going
any
on?
bolts.
I think it's stuck. Maybe some ice got frozen.
There's
to
all
the
sorts of
bottom.
bok choy and detritus in the van. As you kind of use your foot to kick around the bok choy around the base of this box,
Yeah, well, maybe we'll give it a
And a
little boot.
frozen hand grabs your ankle. As you look down and see the cadaver open its eyes, brilliantly blue eyes,
Oh, nice.
and lift up. And
Hey,
that
buddy.
is where we'll end.
Wow. Well, tune in next week
Not next week.
or the week after next week.
Oh,
Tune in Thursday. I mean, if it's up to me, I would be here next week because
we
I
might be
think
on
that
for a short time.
We should just do that, but we'll be on even sooner than that. We'll be on
Thursdays
to talk about this episode and anything gaming, geeky, gigantic, or generally
related
gamey.
Thursday,
and
7 p.m. Eastern Standard on YouTube.
And you can find out more information about all our social media stuff on the Linktree/DreadLore. Please do such things. Anyway, thanks Bill, Andrea, Daniel, Drizzle, and Ken for being the cast. Thanks all lowercase letters and
All
Mr.
lowercase
Interrupt.
letters. Mr. Interrupt.
For the score. Thanks to the Patreon, Tim, Daniel Nostalgic.
Daniel,
Thanks Couchfire
Nostalgic.
Media for art and media. And thank you to Rible Productions for the book and the stories and the camaraderie and the gaminess and
Sexiness.
the vibe. Please tell me your last thoughts for tonight. Give me some.
Thursday, 7
hot
p.m.
vibes.
on YouTube, Eastern Standard, DreadLore. Check out the Geeky Gamer podcast. Be very cool. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you'd like. If you dig what we're doing, it helps us out. If you want to super support us, jump on the Patreon. And all that stuff helps. If you want to get a DreadLore book, blah, da, blah. If you want to jump on some all lowercase letters music, it's all over Spotify and Instagram and everything. Support all that you can, help us out, and we would love to hear from you in the chat and all that good stuff. Share. Avoid the clap, y'all. Bye.
Bye.